Chai! Now wow, people wey supposed talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. He go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun Kyari Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun Kyari Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun Kyari, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses.
Thank you very much for joining me this morning or this afternoon or evening, wherever you're watching from. This is Maiyegun live, and it is Sunday sermon, the No Oats Bar session. Raise up.
Glory Facebook, glory YouTube.
Yes, the Temple of Truth is live. Tell your friends, invite them, share the broadcast, drop your thumb up just before you settle down. There is this story making waves now. I want to tell you the deeper part of it. It is not just about a girl that was taken and taken advantage of by the police who went to Biafra land to look for innocent people. They killed some, they kidnapped many, and then they turned their family members to ATM. And you know who led that charge? Abba, Oshpopi, Yishank, Kyari, Abba the Tailor, Abba the loan collector. And this morning as well, or this afternoon, I am going to tell you how they managed to ram the petroleum industry bill that is now called PIA, Petroleum Industry Act. I mean, Petroleum Industry Act, wherever. Yeah, signed by Buhari, the one that gives 3% to the communities that produces the oil that Nigeria is feeding fat on, these guys. 30% to those who they believe could probably one day also discover oil. Who does that? Yeah. You get to know today that all the lawmakers in Abuja that voted yes, they actually got a paycheck in dollars, $10 million bribe. That is about to cause another uproar in Niger Delta. We'll talk about it today. Thank you. Thank you very much for joining me this morning. And from wherever you are watching from, this is Maiyegun live. A sad tale among many others that are coming out from the Imo State to start with. None of this story I'm about to tell you, none of them is new. But the way I'm about to connect them for you this morning, and those behind the agenda of ethnic cleansing in Nigeria, and what they tend to achieve, which is now somehow like crashing on them altogether, then you will get to know that not just Glory Okolie that is victim. There are other thousands of people who have fell into the trap of a terrorist organization put together to hunt down innocent people, in particular, because they are the only body given the right to be the prosecutor, sorry, to be the investigator, to be the prosecutor, and to also be the judge and the executioner of any of their victims. I won't use suspects. Sometimes in February this year, Nigeria, after launching repeated attacks on the people of Igbo land, where many people are also divided on why do they deserve all these attacks from Nigeria. In February this year, they commissioned the project, a murderous project led by Abba Kyari, to go deep into the heartland of Igbo land and make example of their children who are supporters of IPOB. The message was very clear. Kill those you can kill and crush them as much as you think you can. Abba Kyari moved down to eastern Nigeria. But before Abba Kyari got there, the Nigeria military, invited by the Supreme Governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodinjo or Hope Uzodingba, whichever one that works for you. He already commissioned the sort of his own Python dance in Olu and so many other parts of Imo State, looking for the IPOB member. They knew then that the ESN members they were looking for are in the forest, fighting the Fulani armed terrorists. So they went after innocent people. They went into people's homes. They were picking up young men, young women, young men, young women. Those who resist them, they will shoot and kill them, burn down their property. Some of them were burnt into their, inside their houses. All of this, because it is state-sponsored, were covered. Thank God for social media. The victims continue to share their horrible, gory pictures from this scene. But because it was commissioned by Nigeria, and they were looking for the ESN. So to now make example, Abba Kyari moved in and they started picking up every young man, woman, man. And they were firing and killing those they could kill as well. People put the figure at over 1,000 people, 1,000 innocent people killed, and more than 4,000 innocent young men and women kidnapped, either on your way, whether you are on your way from the hospital or on your way to the market, or you're on your way to work, or you are just at your mechanic, or you are just somewhere at the shopping mall. They pick you up. That was the job of Abba Kyari. And then the moment they pick you up, you become the property of Abba Kyari and gang. They gave him his own portion, his own station in Owerri, where he locked up the IPOB members, he called them. All they needed to do is that once they pick you up, It doesn't even matter if you have only been hearing about IPOB. You've never really been part of the whole activity. You've never been part of any meeting. Once they pick you up and they tag you IPOB, then you go to that prison. And from there, your family members, they will become ATM machines. So police officers after police officers will be milking them to secure your release. People were paying up to 1.5 million naira to free their members, their family members from the hands of Abba Kyari. And that is why, to this day, they call him a super cop. We call him super criminal. As his secret has now been exposed a lot, we have realized that all the noise, all the old about him, there has never been any single conviction of anybody arrested, investigated, arrested, and prosecuted by Abba Kyari team. Nowhere in Nigeria, no single one, no single court has convicted anybody. 95% of those arrested or kidnapped by Abba Kyari and gang, they remain in Abba Kyari's detention. If you remember the story of, if you remember his link to Oshpopi, the guy that Oshpopi told him to go and kidnap, and keep away so that Oshpopi could be able to speak to the victim of his fraud, and which eventually led to him collecting another $500,000 from that person. The person Abba Kyari kidnapped for him in Nigeria, it didn't take him to the police station. It didn't take him to prison. They took him to the Abba Kyari's detention center, which is different from all the police station, all of these things. No. Some of the police stations are meant for holding cell for Abba Kyari team, and no DPO, no commissioner of police can touch anyone Abba Kyari kidnap anywhere in any part of Nigeria and dump anywhere. So they turn your family to ATM, money-making machine. People, as the terrorists are kidnapping people in northern Nigeria, in the Middle Belt, collecting ransom, millions, hundreds of millions of ransom. That's exactly what Abba Kyari's team were doing to the 98 or more of the people he has kidnapped or arrested for this crime or the other, because there has never really been an evidence. Some people have told us that when you see Abba Kyari say he kidnapped, he arrested any major crime suspect or kingpin, it is because the other criminals in the same business with that person arrested by Abba Kyari, they gave the person up, and maybe that person failed to pay up Abba Kyari's demand. Then Abba Kyari will take you to the media, take pictures with you. But there will be no evidence, no real evidence, no concrete one presented to prosecute that person. So that's what they did to the IPOB members in Eastern Nigeria. They gave Abba Kyari license to kill, to be the investigator, to be the prosecutor, to be the judge, and to be the executioner. But the story of Gloria is a bit different. But before I even come to Gloria's story, they did the same thing in Obigbo, River State. When Wike gone mad, when he became so mad, simply because Maazin Nnamdi Kanu called him out in one of his broadcasts, Wike partnered with the murderers of ENSAS protesters at Lekki Toll Gate and around Nigeria at the time. Wike collaborated with them, brought in the military to go into people's homes in Obigbo. As they were killing people, they were also what? They were kidnapping men, women, young ones, and as they were killing them, they were taking their bodies away. Some bodies were dumped at the Federal Medical Center in Port Harcourt that nobody could go there and claim. That atrocity that happened in Obigbo, River State, and more than 600 innocent people, women, mostly women, were kidnapped from that place, and they were taken to Suleja in Niger State. What was their crime? They were suspected to be members of IPOB. Are you following me? Because when I said Nigeria is a crime scene, it is a crime enterprise. And people tend to only cry out loud if they were not the one doing that or committing that crime, so to say. But thank God for the legal team of the IPOB. As much as many of you want to think that they are invincible, but these are brave men and women who have also paid dearly for standing up and speaking up for every IPOB member that get caught in the dragnet of this ethnic war unleashed by the criminals in government of Nigeria. They continue to track down every victim, every person picked up by this system in Nigeria. While family members as well are running helter-skelter, trying to locate their family members kidnapped. Where are they keeping them? Gloria is just a 21-year-old girl. She registered for the 2021 JAMB, Joint Admission Matriculation Board exam, right? She was supposed to be sitting for the exam this year and possibly prepare to go to college or university next year. Gloria, like many others, walked out of her parents' home and she never returned again. But guess what? Like they have been doing, killing innocent people, kidnapping innocent people on the streets, parading them as members of ESN, accusing them of committing this crime or that crime. Some of them never met themselves before, and they got caught up in this dragnet, and there they are, being accused of crimes committed by the same government of Nigeria, the unknown gunmen sponsored, financed, and protected by the same criminals, arresting innocent people. Glory Okolie, a 21-year-old girl, walked out of her parents' house and she never returned. At first, her parents were looking for her. Community started looking for her. They kidnapped her since April. It's been 75 days until 5 days ago when her story gone viral. Yeah? And guess what? How did the family finally knew that Gloria is alive? She's not dead. For 2 months, more than 2 months, the family were looking at mortuaries where they could see anyone that looked like Gloria. They were devastated. Right? At least if our girl is dead, we would like to see her body. Then we'll find out what killed her. But you know what? She was among those kidnapped by Abba Kyari and his team when they went to Uwiri, when they went to Imo State. They kidnapped her and they accused her of being the girlfriend of one of the ESN leaders. And in fact, we should not look at her innocent look, that she is the one moving weapons for the ESN. She is the one doing this or that. Oh man, it breaks my heart. Just same way they have subjected school children, innocent children, to the barbaric, murderous campaign, the jihad in northern Nigeria, where school children have to live in the forest for weeks, for months, and sometimes for years. And the world just move on like it's nothing. You know what they did to Gloria? I'll come back to that again. Among the women taken to Suleja from Obigbo, innocent women and men, they reported that they were sexually abused, they were raped repeatedly by different officers in charge of them then, because they were treated like animals, while their family members were subjected to the worst trauma that you can ever think of. They did the same thing to Gloria, a 21-year-old girl. They kidnapped her for a crime, but none of her family member was contacted. None of her family member or relative know where she is until somebody who had been in their detention, the same Abba Kyari IRT detention in Owerri, the state capital, told the family that the girl you are looking for, she's not dead though. I saw her, in fact, I always see her at the IRT detention center in Owerri. She's like an house help to the police officers there. She washes their clothes, cleans the dishes, and possibly warming their bed. And she's pretty much like undocumented, accused person for being an Igbo girl. Do you understand what that simply means? They took her and took her liberty away. Like she's nothing. She has nobody and nobody can dare them. And they did that because Nigeria law or Nigerian criminals who sent them there gave them the blanket authorization to do anything as long as they can help them crush the IPOB. Injustice. Injustice supervised by an Igbo man who happened to be in conflict of his own identity. One Igbo man, Hope Uzodinjo. Even if you are a Supreme Court governor, he brought this upon his people. He allowed it. The detention center where they are keeping innocent Igbo men and women accused of crimes they know nothing about. The detention center is there in Owerri, where hundreds, if not thousands of innocent people are being locked up. Many of them are dying daily. Their liberty taken away, their identity taken away, their existence taken away. Right there in Nigeria. 21-year-old Gloria became house or detention slave for those who kidnapped her outside her parents' house. Explain to me what an injustice probably look like to you, if not this one. You arrest me. You decided not to tell my family. You accused me of committing a crime, being a gun runner, and all other accusations, right? But you never tell any courts. There's no record of me, no nothing, for 75 days until this morning. I'll tell you what the police said shared this morning. In the last 2 days, the new police IG, some of you may be saying, where is Gloria? What does she look like? This is Gloria, okay? Glory Okolie. So give me a sec. I'm going to tell you what the police said when the police IG ordered for an investigation, right? That is it true that they are holding her against her will, right? When they released the statement, they said, violent attacks, this morning, violent attacks in the southeast. Police arrest militant spy girl. That's what they call her. They call her spy girl. And I will read this out, please. Operatives of the Nigerian police force, working with the military and other security forces, have arrested one 22-year-old female suspect, Glory Okolie. This is 75 days after they kidnapped her. This is the police of Nigeria now making a statement, okay? They said, for our complicity in the series of deliberate and well-coordinated attacks on security formations, other critical national infrastructure, including INEC offices, and killing of security operatives in the southeastern part of the country, the suspect, a native of Umutanza in Imo State, was arrested following ongoing investigations and implementation of special operation. That special operation was led by the military and Abba Kyari, and they called it Operation Restore Peace, to, amongst other things, break the information, drugs and arms supply chain to the outlawed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, and its armed wing, the Eastern Security Network in the Southeast region. Now, they said police investigation revealed that Glory Okolie is a member of IPOB, ESN in Imo State, who worked closely with one Benjamin Uzoma Emojiri, aka Onye Army. One of the ESN commanders earlier declared wanted by the police for his lead roles in planning, coordinating, and executing the attack on the Imo State Police Command Headquarters and Imo State Headquarters of National Correctional Service. They are talking about the federal prison in Owerri. So they are accusing her as one of those who attacked the Owerri. You know what I mean? So they said further investigation by the police team revealed that Glory Okolie takes advantage of agenda and seemingly innocuous looks as camouflage to carry out espionage against military and police targets on behalf of IPOB. Get what I mean now? Just gaslighting. They kidnapped her. 75 days after that, there was no record of her. Then 75 days after that, they came up with this, that she's a spy. Right? So they said through clandestine criminal activities, she actively aided and abetted the multiple acts of murder, arson, and malicious damage to both private and public property by the ESN. A lot of the deadly and unfortunate attacks on security personnel and assets, with numerous fatalities, have the imprimaturs of Glory Okolie, the spy girl of ESN militants. Investigation is being concluded to enable the police arena in court for prosecution. Right? So, this is their story. And you know the man that released the story, the Deputy Police Force Relation Officer, Deputy PRO. His name is Aremu Adeniran, a Yoruba man. Now, here is the deal. Gloria is a spy girl for ESN IPOB. If you grab all of their media headline about the attacks and the killings in eastern part of Nigeria, there is nowhere that you will see ESN killed policemen, ESN attacked police station. What you will see is unknown gunmen. And who created unknown gunmen? The Nigerian government, Nigeria military, with their Nigeria media. Unknown gunmen. These are the repentant terrorists that they have recruited back into the military in order to foment and continue to aggravate the violence or set the Eastern Nigeria up for the expected program, ethnic cleansing, the job they couldn't finish in 1967 to 1970. That is exactly why they created unknown gunmen. So how come that Gloria became ESN informants? And how come ESN is now the unknown gunman in the book of the Nigerian police, when your media and many of you continue to call unknown gunmen because you couldn't attach or pin any of these attacks on them? Your unknown gunmen, with the cover and the protection of the government of Imo State and Nigeria, they attacked Owerri prison. Does that even make any sense? That the ESN, that your military are in Olu, looking for, killing innocent people for, suddenly receive an alert that unknown gunmen were attacking Owerri prison. And for more than 4 hours, the police headquarters in Owerri, in Imo State, is just about 5 minutes or 3 minutes drive from the prison. The government house where the governor live is just about 5 minutes walk from the same prison. And the next military formation, military barrack to that same prison, which is a little bit outside there, Owerri, is about 20 minutes drive. If they were driving from that military barrack or the base to Owerri and then to Owerri prison. So they staged everything. No single warden or warder was killed. They attacked the prison for 4 hours. They used dynamite, blow the gate and everything. And then they stayed back. The released prisoners, they did worship for like about 45 minutes in the same prison yard before they all scattered everywhere. Then the following morning, just within 4 hours, when the news broke, the then police IG came out and he said it was done by the ESN. 2 hours after he said that, they sacked him, replaced him with this. And this current one that is there came out and he said it was not carried out by ESN. It wasn't carried out by IPOB. That same following day, Opus Odijo was on TV. All this content are online. The videos are online. Go and watch them. Opus Odijo came out and he said the attack on Owerri prison couldn't have been carried out by IPOB because they didn't have that capacity to do that without anybody responding. It was done by the local local politicians and the collaborators. They are collaborators in the military. If not, how can you explain that the people you are killing innocent people for in another part of the state, they have the audacity to come to where the governor is? What if they decide to attack the governor's house? Who will defend if nobody could come out? If there's no any SOS to save anybody? Because it was all staged. Then look at these statements now. The same police, under the same man, that knows that they are those who created the unknown gunmen. They are repentant terrorists. They moved down to the eastern Nigeria. They are working undercover for them. Some are working openly. That is the likes of Abba Kyari, the loan collector. So how did Gloria then suddenly become the spy? Because Nigerian police is a den of sadist criminals. The same people came out and they said Radio Biafra was going to overthrow the government of Boko Haram and is going to create Biafra. Therefore, Nnamdi Kanu is a terrorist for bringing a radio. They said Omoyele Sowore was planning to overthrow Boko Haram because of #revolution_now. And they put up everything. They said he was meeting. He had money transferred to him from Dubai when they couldn't prove that. They said but he transferred money from Sahara Reporter New York bank account to his personal account. What the hell is that then a crime that becomes a treasonable felony? Is a treasonable felony. Transferring money from your own corporate account to your personal account or to anybody's personal account. How does that then become a crime of a treasonable to overthrow Boko Haram? But, trust the Buharidins and the Buhari didn't. Now, he says this is a criminal. Really? And that's the story of Gloria. They came out, they finally said, yes, we have her. But we are going to charge her for a crime because she is a girlfriend to a wanted IPOB leader or commander. Can you all not see one thing? Which is something I am saying. Right? The audacity, the effrontery of these guys to go after every tribe or ethnic group that in any way, if anyone rises from any part of a southern Nigeria, all they need is just to accuse you of anything. They can make it up. Like they did to Oloye Sunday Igboho. And our own brothers and sisters, they currently locked up in the DSS. All they need to do is just accuse the effrontery and the same audacity to call every one of us terrorists for wanting out of an arrangement that criminalizes us for asking for what is rightly ours, while we watch them explain to us why they have to forgive terrorists or give lands to terrorists who have the capacity to shoot down military fighter jets. I mean, that audacity is something that actually makes me feel like, wow. Every Igbo man or woman is a suspected IPOB or ESN because the Fulani terrorists in government of Nigeria say so. And every armed terrorist that kidnapped innocent people, sell them off into slavery and brag about it, should not be seen as terrorists, but you can call them bandits. Like, it is the audacity for me, because it is the same mentality that they used when they told all of you to go to hell. Our oil, our oil, our oil. Now, because of our oil. Now, they sat there in Abuja where they were planning over your oil. And they said, you know what? We are going to take 100% of the oil from you. Then we are going to give you 13%, something called 13% derivation formula, which solely depends on how much the NNPC in Nigeria say, how much crude oil they report as sold for the past month. Whatever they say is there is the revenue. So we'll give you 13%. But wait, we'll also give you 3% for having the oil in your community. Every community with the oil will give you just 5%. 3% of the 100% of the oil. But how do we make that work? How can we make it work? All we need to do is to call on the selfish, greedy, self-centered scroungers that claim to be representing the people of that region. First, they made Bokwari the Minister of Petroleum. The man wey no go school is in charge of petroleum industry. He is also the president, you know well. Then they appointed a thief called Timipriye Silva, and they made him Minister of State for Petroleum. Okay. His job was to use the opportunity to at least get a fair deal for the people of that Niger Delta. He is from Bayelsa. He is the former governor of Bayelsa State. He is a thief, a criminal, a repentant criminal, like a repentant terrorist, Bokwari. He is a guy that was governor for less than 4 years, and he is accused of having stolen so much from Bayelsa to the point that if Bayelsa State, the first part of Nigeria where oil was first discovered in Oloibiri in the 1940s, right?
1957 precisely, right? The guy from that region became governor, looted the whole place to poverty enough that, you know what? If they don't get allocation from Abuja every month, Bayelsa State will burst. That is the state with one of the highest oil outputs in that part of the country. So the thief stole so much that when EFCC was looking for him, they accused him of having over 181 properties all over Nigeria. When you say houses, among other things like billions, this or that in the bank, he was accused of stealing over 300 billion naira. But guess what? Now our oil money, no be Niger Delta money, now our money is stolen. It no matter. So he was rewarded, becoming a minister, a junior minister to Bukwari to supervise oil industry. Well, for the past 1 year or 2 years, Timi Silva's legacy was to ensure that after gulping billions and billions of dollars for the past 2 years under him as well to renovate the moribund refineries in Nigeria, Timi Silva's record is that he struck a deal with a company, a private company owned by another Malam in Niger Republic, right, to be, refining 40,000 crude oil for Nigeria. So Nigeria can be importing 40,000 crude oil. Nigeria is a country that, I'm breaking it down for too much. So Timi Silva, that's his legacy, nothing. They shut down all the refineries in Niger Delta. Nothing is done, right? Now, Timi Silva, when it became very much, an opportunity to have a better deal for his own people, a possibility, something that he couldn't do when he was a governor. You know what they did? They set aside $10 million and they decided to hijack that petroleum industry bill. They will change the name of NNPC. But NNPC is still 100% owned by Nigeria. Meanwhile, the petroleum industrial bill or whatever, was meant to completely cut off the NNPC hand from anything petroleum in Nigeria. Okay, it will completely owned by private sectors, and that therefore prices. People can set up their own refineries. They can, many refineries. They can cut the cost and all of that in a way, right? But they didn't want to do that. They kept NNPC, all right, and the 100% control over the industry. Then they now smuggled something in. They said, we'll give the host communities 3%. Some people proposed 5%, right? And they proposed 30% for states or regions who have no oil right now, but they can have that money to be looking for oil. Maybe they will find oil in the future. Until they found the oil, they will be collecting 30% of oil revenue every month. So when they cut out the state that will get the money, only 2 states is from the southern Nigeria. The remaining 14 states, they are from the northern Nigeria. Okay. So when it became prominent for them to influence the bill, Timi Silva and gang, they put together $10 million to bribe all the members of National Assembly who are ready to vote yes to that amendment that will make that same deal to sail through. They gave this guy, do you remember his face? They gave him $1.7 million from that $10 million. They gave Gbajabiamila, they gave him $1.5 million so that he will speak to the members of the House of Representatives. And many members then came out and they said, wow, some senators then who voted yes, they got $30,000. Those who voted yes at the House of Representatives, they received or collected $5,000, right? Now, and they passed the bill. And they went to market and they said, That's a very good thing we have done. We consider these oil communities because they can build a lot with this so much money and all of that. You know what I mean? And why did the PDP not do it when PDP was there? All right? And Timi Silva, the man from Niger Delta, trust me, is defending that too. Eh?
I don't know why there will be any unrest in the Niger Delta. I know that there are a lot of politicians who have taken this as a political issue and they are politicizing it. But I have not heard the leaders of the Niger Delta that I respect speak against this. I see a lot of politicking around this figure, but I have not really seen very senior Niger Delta people that we all respect, that are political, speak against this. So if you look at it very well, you cannot really, I don't want to say this, but we cannot really say that it is only the 3%. The 3% is on top of so many other things that are already going there. Let us be patient. Let us see what this additional 3% will do. There are agitations, and things are being done to assuage this agitation. So this is another addition to what is going to the Niger Delta, and I think it is for us to be patient. Let us see what this can do. Just as we took the NDDC, we saw what it could do.
Let us see what this is going to do. You know what I mean? But people are already grouping in Niger Delta. That no come out, so no come out. So if you come out, you go see film. It doesn't have to come to the place. It's still gonna be merry-go-round at the end of the day, right? Unfortunately, that's also another injustice that should jolt you to know that Nigeria is not for you, right? I picked on the violation of their own rule, their own law, by this same gang of crook in charge of Nigeria. And I decided I'm going to ask you, okay, if you don't mind, please, what exactly does Bokwari's son does for a living? I mean, what is Yusuf Buhari's job? Oh, okay. Right. He has no job. Okay. He's a graduate, but he has no job. Then somebody said, we need a job anyway. If your father is the president, you don't have to work for the rest of your life. Of course. And I think that was what they told their Bokwari as well when he was growing up. Right? That you don't need a job. Just join the military and, plan a coup and join them and share the loot and all of that. Nigeria will serve you for the rest of your life, including your family and every one of them. You don't have to learn a trade. You don't really have to, you know what I mean? It doesn't really matter. Abi, is that not the reason why that Bokwari, if you see all the military people, those of them who are not just major general nonsense that they give to themselves without fighting any real war. You get what I mean now? You will see some of them with other title, FSR, PDP, CSO, all these things. Professional examination that they participated and passed. You can never see anything, any professional title in the name of Bokwari. Even his own friend, even his own mate. Even his own mate who went to school, who went to the same military with him. Some of them, they also undertook some other professional courses. They sent Bokwari to Sandhurst in England. He failed. They sent him to India where people had. He failed. The people who came to Sandhurst and the rest of them, go and check them. When you see their name, you will see FSR, money, all these funny titles they give to themselves. But have you ever seen anyone on Bokwari? He no get talent. He no get anything. So Yusuf, they said he's a bike rider, Okada rider. We're being based. I mean, there are people in Nigeria are forced to become Okada rider. And if you talk about them now, the same people will think we are doing competition. You begin to hear, don't talk like that, Maiyegun, because you are abroad. But me and you know the competition. It's just analysis. Okay. Yusuf Bokwari is a senior member of Okada Rider Association of Nigeria. But do you see him all the time? Does he come there to come and carry passenger and all of that? He lives in Abuja. He doesn't have to pay house rent. Obama children, they were doing internship when their papa was president. As to say, the children of former president right now, Obama get job. If they try to give speech everywhere, they pay him. Apart from the salary, okay, look at it this way. Obama became president of America. Okay. When he was working as a joint man with a congressman, then he became a partial congressman, then he became a president, then he did 8 years, right? He's entitled to some pension and all of that. Good. But he's working right now. Bokwari was kicked out in 1985. Diwere had they said they had 150 cows, but he didn't have any cows then because he was straight to prison. I think when they paid him his first pension, when Babangida released him 3 years later, and they paid him his first pension, he decided to go and buy 150 cows. Now, 150 cows in 1988, 1990, 150 cows in year 2000, 150 cows in year 2010, 150 cows in year 2015. Is that progress? No foundation. No, nothing like going back to school, like Obasanjo did when he went back to the now National Open University. Because Bokwari is mostly, it's also like he's an entitled scrounger, like many of those that think because you are the president's son, you don't need to have a job. Your papa get the money, free money, go and spend it. Ah, yeah, good, right. As if to say your own papa no deserve to allow you to just don't do anything. But it is a shame that the same people who don't understand what value or integrity means are those who are trying to ram it down your throat. Entitled mofos. Entitled. They'll say, do you know what I did? Do you know what I have done? Do you know who you are talking to? Then the next people will be like, because like I told you, not that many Nigerians hate oppression, or they hate corruption, or all of that, right? The reason why many of them don't like it, or let me say many Nigerians don't like oppression, corruption, is because if they are not the one doing it. Do you get? So an average Nigerian is a potential oppressor the moment he has his own opportunity. He will do it. And he will tell you, I'm entitled to it. So if you, that's why it becomes so kind of never seen before attitude of Nigerians, the way they will react when you say something, if I say, Tifnumbu na madman, which I'm saying now is a madman, okay? Tifnumbu is a madman. Only a madman will do the same thing again and again and expect a different result. Or a fraudster who actually knows what he is doing, but pretending or maybe claim ignorance later. So Tifnumbu is a madman. Now, I have said it now. I've said what I said. Maiyegun, that's too much. Maiyegun, I like you. I respect you a lot. I love what you are doing. But come on, even Tifnumbu is an elderly person. You should not say, you are a Yoruba man. No. I don't like that. You'll be like, okay. Then you are a madman too. You call me a madman. You know what I mean? That's what I do all the time to just trigger people up. So, okay. Then Nigerians, when they now realize, when they hear the news that they have arrested him, I told you. They will teach him a lesson. I don't like Tinubu. See, I don't like him. I don't like his style. But you don't have to insult him. Come on. If I'm somebody like Tinubu, I will tell them to kill him. For nonsense. You can't try that with me. I say, hey, Baba, thank God say you know be Tinubu. You for send us. Yes. There was a day I was watching his video. He was calling Tinubu a drug this. He was calling Tinubu a madman. That's nonsense. We can criticize. We have to criticize respectfully. We have to criticize. We have to respect. You know what I mean? So that's where you will know that many Nigerians don't really hate oppression. They just don't like it when they are not the one doing the oppression. They'll be like, Do you get that now? It is natural. And I believe you are pinching yourself right now that I know you are talking about me. I know you are talking about me. It is mostly natural as long as it's not you. They will be like, Maiyegun. Then if they now say Tinubu said, and let's say Tinubu now come out and say, I heard about a boy, a young man that they said was abusing me. They said the young man was making all manner of abuses against me. But I have forgiven him. I am the father of everybody. I have told the police to let him go. I am the leader. People said, I say, hey, Asiwaju. Asiwaju. This is why I love Asiwaju. See? Nobody will forgive this kind of person, this kind of nonsense. Say, Asiwaju, thank you, Asiwaju, for forgiving him. Forgive the boy. Do you understand what I'm trying to bring up here, right? So if you see them so entitled, they say, my papa na governor. If your papa na governor, you go work. Say, why shouldn't I work? Baba, leave sorry, Jare. We know nobody want. Let's be honest. Say, but you should work. You should have your own job. Yes, I know that I can have business. So where are you going to get money for business? Baba, even gift alone. It's in millions. I say, why would anybody be giving you a gift for being the son of a governor? Baba, you are asking too much questions, Jare. This is Nigeria. I say, yeah, I know. But why should you not have a job? Because you are a governor's son or a senator's son, then you want to live big, then you want to marry. Now, how can you be in a position to project and think, since I'm a governor's son, I can never be poor all my life? Why would you not be poor if you don't have a job? That means you have to steal. Now, do you get what I'm coming to now? That simply means everybody is waiting for his own turn. So when I asked them, waiting the Buhari's son job, they said, Baba, the boy don't need any job. I said, but the guy just got married. How is he going to take care of his family? They said, Baba, which kind of question be this now? I said, but you and I, we have been talking about them looting money that could go into education, that could go into infrastructure, road, hospitals, that could actually, fix your electricity, that can actually create a buoyant economy that me, can get a real job and get married and build a family, live a decent life. But they stole the money to buy themselves private jets, send their children abroad, the children that will not even be useful to Nigeria. Have you ever thought about that? That, okay, yeah, being the children of the powerful people, you have some privileges. Fine. But what is the end result? If government says, we are going to make education free from primary school to university level, and if you want to go further, we're going to subsidize it for you. Right? A country that comes up with such knows that it is going to cost us huge amount of money to raise a generation that will be educated rightly to build this country. Because when you train and educate your citizens to know what is right from what is wrong, fix or run an economy, run a family, run businesses and the rest of that, defend their country loyally and give back. The country will be the better for it. But when you steal the money for those and you turn people to prayer warriors, prophets, seers, fortune tellers, pastors or pastorpreneurs, when all hope, things that could probably, boost our hope are not there. You took them away. And you give them to your family to raise them. Only for your children, their children, to come back from that foreign education, foreign certificates, only for them to come back and become scroungers too. They get put in different places. Ministries, parastatals, house of assemblies, national assemblies. They put them in the budget office, national planning office, policy formulation, local and foreign policy formulation departments. And the only job they do there is to undermine Nigeria while they protect their own selfish, personal interest, which was pursued by their own parents who used Nigeria money to acquire all of those properties they want to acquire, all the billions they want to save locally and abroad, and at the same time to make their families at par with what normal life should be all over the world. And then they subject the rest of the country below them. Their children are not giving anything back. When their children come back, they live off the system. It is a win-win situation for them. It is a lose-lose situation for you. Every time you think being that psychologically or mentally entitled, because if you have this, you will do worse. It is not everyone that will do worse. And I will advise, maybe we should start this way. Now that I've managed to touch that part of your subconscious mind, like, I never thought about it that way, Sha. I never really say it that way. Man. Maybe you should stop projecting that same mentality on others that come out bold enough to tell you how wrong that nonsense they are doing in Nigeria is. They are marrying their children to themselves, right? They are making their children marry one another. Yeah? So that when they get tired and wither away, their children who married to another powerful one, as they made themselves look powerful, they can always use the same connection to keep the bloodline of your oppressors that many, many of you are looking forward to be like. And when I say all these are not in your interest, they are not in my interest, they are not in your interest, they are not in anybody's interest, right? Because imagine somebody like this, they ask him, what is the solution to electricity in Nigeria before they made him minister? Fashola Isale Barack Obama.
But I will try to be simple. Power generation is not rocket science. It's just generator. So just remember and imagine that your I better pass my neighbor in 1 million times its capacity, but in one place. So if you can make that size of 1 kilowatt, you can make a power turbine of 1,000 megawatts. That's that simple.
It is that simple, very simple and straightforward. Fashola, it's been 6 years now, and he is now known as Minister of Darkness, Portals, and homelessness in Nigeria. Oh, very, very unfortunate human being, I'll say. Liars, garbed in the line of honorable men and women, bunch of freeloaders, scroungers, scavengers, pickpockets, opportunists that continue to go lyrical all the time because you are not paying attention. Who is going to feed Yusuf's wife? Your money. Who's going to feed Yusuf? Your money. Directly or indirectly, yeah, you are working for them. And you can say it is their turn. And as long as you continue to be part of that Nigeria where this happens, where these unfortunate injustices continue to happen every day, yeah, trust me, you will continue to pay for it and for every one of them that comes up every now and then. I feel like I should open the line. I've spoken my mind because the whole thing about Gloria actually makes a sad tale of what today's sermon is all about. That's just the cruelty, the inhumanity of a man to, the human man to other humans, right? Which is so cruel and so sad that, you see, even if Abba Kyari should not be taken to America, okay? Abba Kyari should be standing trial for extrajudicial killing and kidnapping and conversion of people's properties to his, under the guise of looking for IPOB and other innocent people that they set up as a scapegoat or scapegoating. See, I have a caller. Let's see.
Hello.
Hello there. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me too?
I can hear you, sir. Sorry. Your name, please. Good morning or good afternoon.
Adi from
nobody.
Adi from London. How are you? How's everything?
I am very well, sir. How are you?
Yeah, I'm very glad. Sorry, I'm very glad that you started this topic, which is the topic of Niger Delta. I don't know whether you remember when I called to your program.
Yep.
And I asked you, I named them one name, and I asked you, at the part of and somebody called back. Was like he want to shut me up about the name that I called him. I don't know whether I remember.
I remember now.
The part of Adi came in for the this whole thing that main people in the East are agitating for, because
the Biafran struggle,
yeah. This that's happening. It's like I'm very sorry to say. I'm very, very sorry to say. It's not that I want to rubbish them, but I realize that they used to use one slogan that what do you mean they carry last? I realize that now they don't carry last now. Because to me, I'm very sorry to say it again that for me, education is a formality. But education does not mean that you are intelligent. But in Nigeria, once you can write, once you can speak, people believe that you're intelligent. Whereas you are not. So that is why you see a lot of people that is why I so respect people that I call that I can get some information about it. I respect them. But not everybody will have this kind of intelligent talk that all people can tap in from it. And another thing that the northern people, these people, we think that they don't know what they are doing. They know what they are doing. Remember, see all the South generally. See the people that they appointed. They know them. They open the book. See what you have done. If we mess up, we'll mess you up. That's what they done to a receiver. They tell him all his atrocity. They tell him everything.
Like a compromise on them. So if you don't do what we say you should do, you go into jail.
Yeah, we fuck you up. Because we are sitting down here, you are sitting down there, you are telling us a lot of things. For me that I don't know anything, to be honest with you, to swallow it, I can't swallow it. Even my throat will not allow me to swallow it, even if I want to swallow it. Why should I that you people that are having a oil 3%, you that don't have the oil 30%? And for example, let's say, okay, true, they want to use it as a project. Let me tell you, you can't use that money for projects. You will see all this money. I don't know. I know you are aware of it. See, when this thing happened, when they want to do the marriage, share the fleet of private jets. I'm asking myself, I ask everybody, these people, I don't know the business that they are doing that can afford them to buy a private jet. Don't you know how much money they use even if you want to hang a private jet? Don't you know how much money that we use to hang a private jet or even to maintain a private jet? We should ask ourselves. So to be with you, all these news coming out from Nigeria, I'm very sorry I take your time. Okay.
No, you didn't take my time. I just wanted to take another call too because of our time. But thank you very much for calling in.
Thank you. Bye.
I'll take another one.
Bye.
Thank you, sir. Update from London. So, hello there. Can you hear me? Oh, okay. I think we lost her. So, hello there.
Yeah, good afternoon, Maiyegun. Happy Sunday to you.
Happy Sunday to you too. How are you?
Yeah. Hey, I'm fine. I'm Glory Okolie from Italy. So,
great.
According to Italian language, you are the Ministero di Diffusione di Testa.
What does that mean?
Okay, you are the minister of working brain. The brain, as in the minister of people who correct brain.
Like a brain surgeon with what?
Yeah, a brain to the right track.
God bless you.
That is how the Italians call it. Okay. Thank you very much this afternoon. So, yeah, I saw be watching your program, so I was inside the train, so I got and said, let me call you. So thank you. And for the Nigerians who are listening, so I know we are learning a lot from you, from your program. So anybody who does not learn something from you, maybe that person is done already. So that is it. And Yusuf Buhari, who does not have a job, who has never worked in his life, who depend on Nigeria money, who be a capital state of a poverty or whatever in the world. I am assuring you that after the wedding of this Yusuf Buhari is now $100 million richer than anyhow people will look at it.
If no more.
Yeah. From the Nigeria treasury, from the corrupt politicians who impoverish their people, their citizens. I don't know why people will continue to applaud those people. Those people, this is just the time Nigeria is supposed to just be shared. Everybody should go on their way. Thank you. You have been saying something, and whenever I'm in public, when I analyze something for people always look at me to say, where did they learn all those things? So, Maiyegun, I learn a lot from you.
Thank you.
And I'm still learning from you. Thank you very much.
All right. Stay safe. Thank you so much for calling it this morning. It's a good one from Italy. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Do you mind turning off that audio in the background so that we can, hear you loudly, sir? Is that all right?
This is Paul. Yeah, I've done that.
Paul,
yes.
Did you say, is that you?
Yes, it's me, Maiyegun. It's Paul.
Paul, you are live now, please.
Well, Maiyegun, like my brother from Italy said, I've always told you that you've always been like a surgeon. Gradually doing a very tough operation, because as much as you say not, it also actually defines the limit at which some people can be cured and some people cannot be cured, because not everybody can relate what you say. Not everybody can understand what you say. Some people see it as if this one is just saying. Some people this one is just political. We've seen them before. They've come before. But one thing I can assure everyone is that you cannot have your faith. You cannot keep your faith and have it.
Yes, you have it.
Something must give, and something will give very soon.
I believe.
Because the madness can continue like this. Because everything that is happening is just absolute madness. You can see the way everything is going now. How they are trying to,
one thing that really scares me, Paul, is that even though many people seems to have accepted that like it's okay, right? You can be
planning your day, walking out of your house, going out there to go and see what you can make for yourself, and that may be your last of going out.
Yes,
not because you are kidnapped or killed by criminals, but I'm talking about by criminal policemen that will not take you to police station.
Now, definitely, Maiyegun, you see that particular issue just
that scares me.
Many of us who have stayed in Nigeria know it didn't just happen today. They've been doing it for a very time. They've been doing it for a very long time. They just randomly pick people on the street. There was this time, then I was staying in Festa. They used to call them, they had this Operation Sweep. They just come, pick people randomly, and all you have to do is just pay a certain amount to pay yourself.
Then you pay,
Yes, they've been doing it for a very long time. The police have been doing it for a very, it's not because they are not chasing IPOB or chasing this or chasing, no.
Yeah.
They've been doing it for a very, very long time. And I keep telling people, this battle, this thing we are fighting, Maiyegun, is beyond what some of us can imagine. I told you last month I lost my mom. I lost my mom because of the failing health care system. Not because of Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, not because Sunday Igboho was arrested, but because there was no health care. There was nothing to assist her get better. That's why she died. And with many of us here abroad, some of us abroad are even feeling, it doesn't concern me. Look, no matter how you feel, you are not concerned. You are still contributing to what these people are feeling, because at the end of the day, you will send money. Your brother will tell you, I need this. Your sister will tell you. Your cousin will tell you. When you send those money, you are still helping them to validate their feelings, to validate what they are doing there. So even you are abroad, you are even paying more.
We are subsidizing Nigeria, of course, no doubt. Many of us.
You are spending more to keep these kids at the hem of affairs. You are the one that even more assisting them more. Thank you, Maiyegun. Let me
thank you so much for calling in this morning. Okay. My regards to the family, by the way. All right. So let's take another one. Hello there.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. This is Maiyegun. And your name? Sorry.
My name is Uncle Joe.
Uncle Joe.
I'm the first-time caller.
I can tell. And that kind of ring bells, but you are alive, sir.
God bless you, really good, my brother. I appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
What you are doing, generation yet unborn, will bless you and will bless your family in the name of Jesus.
Amen. Thank you.
I just want to say this, that we are in already. But I know God will bring us out.
Amen.
If we continue the way you are doing, if we continue like this, we will come out.
Amen.
But I still realize that so many Nigerians, they have not seen the light. They are still in the dark. I pray that Lord will open their eyes of understanding.
Amen.
With all this enlightenment you are doing, day in, day out, I know we'll come out of it.
I believe too. Thank you.
I stay in the north. I got married in the north, in Kaduna particularly. I know what they are doing. All the politicians in Kaduna, they meet together from 12 midnight up to 4, and they will tell who will speak out. Unlike our people, they unleash every of their secrets from the media. Our people don't have secrets in the southwest. But in the north, they will tell a particular person, this is what you should tell the media. And that is what they will say. But our people...
You are so right, sir. You're so right. When you look at the reaction of Atiku to all these terrorists in the north, right? And his reaction to all the terrorism of the Nigerian government in the south, you can tell that he is always very careful when it comes to this Fulani aspect of a thing. He doesn't want to talk about it in order to not to offend the base, I believe.
So that is what they have been doing. Killing. They are so jealous of the southern people. And more so, 100% of the politicians, what they call themselves, Liar, the Mohammed, all
those gang.
In fact, 95% of ministers of information, they are ministers of misinformation.
No doubt.
And I'm so disappointed. Remember when Boko Haram came and he was weeping some years ago when he has not been given this opportunity to come to the presidency.
Sir, 2011 precisely. That was when, and he said he would never contest again.
He wept. He wept. He wept. This is all he has in mind to unleash to Nigerians, especially the Southwest, the Yorubas. Now that he has opportunity to come in, see what he's doing. He's using our people to deal with us. The Lord will deal with generations of Buhari and everyone that contributed to this, what we are going on now. Maiyegun, keep doing what you are doing. The Lord will minister to your generation in the name of Jesus. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Uncle Joe. I won't forget that name, and I won't forget this moment as well. You have a good one, sir.
Thank you.
Cheers.
God bless you.
Amen. So I have another caller. So if you think deeper in most of these things, like I used to say, right? Nothing I share with you. Sorry, my caller, please just a minute, okay? So nothing I used to share on this program that is new to many of you, right? But the level I take those conversations to further expose what you never really shown interest in, makes it become more, gives it lives of its own. And then you become somebody who will start thinking like, I never thought it that way. I've never really seen it that way before. Of course, I knew what is going on, but I thought I knew it, but I actually don't. And that is why those who appreciate Maiyegun's diary Politico will always turn up, right? And thank you to every one of you once again. So, yeah, sorry for keeping you waiting, by the way. Your name, sir?
Yeah, Mr. Maiyegun. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
My name is Jimmy. I'm calling from Netherlands.
Jimmy from Netherlands. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. You are live, please.
Yes, Maiyegun. I just want to thank you for all the good things you are doing for the defenseless Nigeria and the senseless ones also. Because all these things you are saying, still some people don't know, but some people don't seem to understood it yet. But I'm really sorry, Maiyegun, to say this. We have been conquered, We have been conquered. I don't know how we're gonna get out of it. I'm not seeing it, to be honest. We need to be realistic. I'm not seeing us coming out from these people's hand. Because they already surrounded us, and they have their stooge inside us. So how do we escape it, Maiyegun? Please,
it is scary. But do you know where I always get my confidence from? That if it becomes so obvious that indeed you have seen it that we are surrounded. Many people are saying that we are surrounded. Some of us saying that if it comes to this issue of defense, we practically have nothing much to show to defend ourselves, right? But there's something I believe that when it becomes so obvious to many people like this, right, Jimmy? That southern bond, can always push anything back. That one is something I'm just hanging on to. I'm not 100% sure I will live to witness that with what I know, like you. But I'm worried too. I am.
I'm very, very worried. Whenever I'm listening to you and other people, I really felt so sorry for you people, because it's like the people you are talking to, it's only few percent that is getting it. The followers you have that is listening are the same people. The new ones, they are like too busy to listen or too hungry to understand. I don't know what is happening with our people, Maiyegun.
I know.
I don't really know. I don't know where to start. Whenever you try to call someone in Nigeria to discuss what is going on, he will start attacking you. He will be asking you, do we tell you we have problem here? Or you guys in Europe want is to get problem there? And
they turn it to competition. Exactly. They turn it to competition. They'll start asking you questions. Do you think you are better than us? Are you not slaves there too? And you're like, listen, I'm only having this chat with you because you are in an imminent danger. There are so many of us who live around here. We can no longer survive in such environment anymore. Not when we have families. I don't think so.
No,
why are you not worried?
We cannot. Maiyegun, person like me, I've been here for over 20-something years. I have everything I want, Maiyegun, but I cannot go back to that system of Nigeria because I have money. then I can't live that life anymore. I can't. No amount of money.
Not to talk of subjecting your family, your children to go there and live. Like the thought of it alone. How scary is that?
Maiyegun, there's a big problem because the people in question they don't understood what is befalling them. That is the greatest problem. That is why I tell you that we are conquered. If the people understood, the only thing with their stomach, what they think every day is what they will eat. That's all. They don't see danger befalling them. They're not seeing it. They are not seeing it, Maiyegun.
Jimmy, thank you so much for your contribution this morning, okay? Let me take another call too. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much.
I'm happy that you picked my call.
I'm happy to speak to you, by the way. Thank you.
Remember,
Share, you too. I have another caller. Your name, please. Hello. Oh, what is going on? Okay. Let's see. Hello there.
Yeah, hello.
Hello,
Maiyegun.
Sir.
Maiyegun is Austin from Germany.
Austin, good to hear from you again. How are you today?
Thank you, Maiyegun. I'm very fine. It has been really long because I've been busy all this while.
I know. And I do miss some of your calls. I mean, some of the calls, by the way, when you make attempt to call in, but good enough. You made it.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You really hit the nail on the head, and I really owe you a lot to say thank you because you have done so much.
Thank you.
You have done extremely well. I'm not expecting this, but I can only say thank you.
Thank you.
The last caller said we are conquered. And it's not a joke. It's really the truth. It's really the smelling truth that we don't want to tell ourselves. We in diaspora see things differently. For those at home see things differently because they are conquered already. And a lot of people have contributed a lot that's supposed to revive us, but most of us feel adamant, and a lot of us are waiting to our own turn. When it's going to happen. Let me use my place. I came from Umuahia, from Abba State, from Ibeko, precisely from Nnamdi County. My people here, I would just say they are very, very stupid. I know it's not good for me to say this, but I have to say the truth. Because everybody believes our state is PDP. You have to wait for PDP. And I asked them, was Obasanjo not PDP? Who killed the OD people? Is it not Obasanjo?
It was him.
Is Wike not PDP?
He is.
Who killed the Obi people? Is it not Wike?
It was him.
It's okay if Obasanjo not PDP. Who invited the military to come and kill people in Nnamdi Kanu's house? Is it not okay? Is it not among? What is the difference between PDP and APC? The only difference is all past criminals. They are the same.
Yeah.
Look at what happened yesterday. The marriage between Yusuf and that girl. Like you said, what is the profession of Yusuf? Nothing. That is the mindset of every Nigerian, every average Nigerian, waiting for my turn, when my turn will come. That is why the politicians are working hand to hand with the pastors. The politicians will finish you, they will pass you to the pastors, and the pastors will finish you up. Let me be honest with you. Before I used to get to church very well. I used to, even here in Germany. Today, my wife is in church. I didn't go because I told her the injustice is too much. People are no more talking about it. All we talk about is God will do it, God will do that. And look at what is happening in Nigeria. Nigeria is no more secured. Nigeria is finished, to be honestly speaking. And let nobody tell you or dream to say that the Fulanis are going to relinquish the power to the Southern.
It doesn't look so. It's not looking so.
They will never do that. They will never do that. I'm telling you. Even when Tinubu will win the APC candidate, they will turn to another person. Definitely, they want to bring Atiku. That's why. Do you see the game Atiku was playing yesterday?
It was the father of the bride. They said it is their culture. Austin, right? They said it's their culture, which I think I understand. They
Because they do it in Igbo land too, by the way, right? You will get somebody prominent who is standing for the father. They want the wife to the person. We do it in Yoruba land, yeah? Somebody will be, well, I think I'm complicating things, right? But they said it's your culture. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's Atiku that is opposition party.
That is now the father of the bride, the father of the son, the groom.
What makes Atiku to leave PDP before to enter APC and then come back to PDP again? Don't you think that the Northerners are playing with us? They are playing with us. And the Southerners doesn't care. They only care. Look at the people that said the oil is our oil. You are agitating for Biafra because of our oil. Because of what? Now, can they take their oil? From 13% to 3%. And now, the people that doesn't own the oil get 30%.
They said they will get it in the future. Yeah, they said maybe if they get it in the future, you know, then they need money to look for that oil.
The Nigeria is finished. Nigeria is finished. I'm telling you honestly. Nigeria is finished.
Do you know why I'm laughing? Do you know why I'm laughing? Right? The way you said Nigeria is finished, it's like it's a finality.
No, you know, in Germany, when you're talking to a German, he say, like me some ash. You know what it means? Kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. It means it's final. It is done. Yeah, it is done. It's a done. I'm telling you, it's a watch when Nnamdi was outside with the collaboration with you, Nnamdi, Simon, all the rest, all of them, they were hammering. They were afraid to do things. Immediately they captured Nnamdi, they went to Sandibo, and from Sandibo, they chased everybody out. Now they signed the deal. They keep on doing, they are dishing it out fast. Watch what is coming now. Watch what is coming. Very soon. See what they want to do in Edo State? They want to install whatever, their sultan or whatever.
Sultan of Shua Arabs, Edo. Like the audacity.
Exactly. That is, you will see they will do all this because people that are challenging them, the voice that we have, at least that is giving, that is assaulting them, is no more there. Who is going to talk again? Who?
And that is why I actually said I'm going to tell, I was going to tell our Biafran brothers that, listen, we can disagree. Yeah. All of you can disagree among yourselves, okay? Do not ever go the route of trying to destroy yourselves. I saw what some people are trying to post about Simon Ekpa on Twitter, on Facebook, today. Well, I'm going to make it another conversation some other time. But Austin, go on.
Yeah. You know, there's people that, let me use this word because they don't need the unity, the strongness in unity. If Simon Ekpa is a registered member of, I'm not a registered member of IPOB, but I stand with IPOB 100%. Whatever they are doing, I'm doing it. Whatever they are doing, I support them. Any born Igbo man is a Biafran.
There are many like that.
And if it is to contribute money, I contribute money. For years and I contribute. For whatever they are doing, I do it. But what I have to tell my brothers is that there is no house that is divided that can win the war. It's impossible.
No.
This is the time to say, okay, whether he's registered or not, my brother, come in. Do your own.
Is he doing the right thing? Of course he is.
Do the right thing. That's it. That's it. But when you keep on fighting him, then his spirit will go down. The reason why IPOB is spelling today in Nigeria, sorry, I'm saying I have to.
No, I want you to say it. I wanted to have a chat about that. Okay, it's important. And I love the fact that it's you who is talking about it.
Yeah. The reason why they are failing today is because of my Igbo people in Nigeria. All of us believe in Biafra. But there is no specific name called IPOB. And I used to tell them, if you know the meaning of IPOB, you will not fight IPOB. Exactly. IPOB means indigenous people of Biafra, the original people of Biafra. That means if there is not many people there, you can be indigenous person of Biafra. In my village, I preach it also. I told them, leave all this fighting and saying IPOB. It's not about IPOB. It's about your freedom. Who are the ones pointing ESN? Is it not the Igbo people?
Mostly, yeah.
It's the Igbo people. Who are the people collecting money, collecting 30,000,
pointing people to them, pointing places they meet, pointing things. Who are doing them?
Who betrayed the council? Is it not his brother? So why are we doing all these things? Who are the Igbo governors? Our people cannot stand up to condemn what the Fulanis are doing, but they can stand up to condemn what IPOB and Nnamdi Kanu are doing. Why are you doing that? Have you seen a Northerner coming out to condemn about what the Fulanis are doing?
No.
The Henchmen are doing?
No.
Nobody. But our people will be saying, Hope Uzorime will come out and tell you, I brought the military. Have you seen any Northern governor brought military to their doorstep?
No.
It can never happen.
Even when they shut down fighter jet, there was no response.
Nobody, yeah. Nobody. Everybody feels, you know, I always say this, and I tell them, we were in a great party yesterday, and we are having this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
There is one Nigerian. We are so many. And I told him, man, this man is, I'm telling you, he's getting to 60 years. And I told him, if you tell me half of anything, half, not food, of one thing that is workable in Nigeria, then I will never insult Nigeria. He couldn't tell me anything. I said, tell me one. There is no electricity. There is no good road. There is no security. There is no education. There is no health setup. My mother died in the hospital because of Nigerian carelessness.
My mother died in a supposed private hospital that I was spending almost 100,000 naira every month for a medical. Yeah.
Okay.
She still died.
Yeah.
For something that she would never, ever even spend the 2 days in the hospital for here. But I am also
Maiyegun, I bought land. I mowed blocks. I have mowed almost 8,000 blocks down. Do the plan. I have the money to start that 2-story building. I use those money on my mother's head till my mother died. I am telling you honest. The whole money finished. Even I was the one praying and say, God, take her. The whole money that I want to start the project finished. In Nigeria, I'm starting. Do you know, my mother went to what they call dialysis. Dialysis lasted for 4 hours. But they put my mother in dialysis for 2 hours and brought her out and said we should carry her. I went there. I was in the hospital. I closed the whole dialysis room sector. I met so much when they called the security, and I told the security, if you touch me, both of us will go from upstairs to down. Then all of us will die. Then that is when the whole doctors came around and started begging me. And they put my mother back in the dialysis. The next day my mother died.
Sorry about that, man.
I am not telling you stories. It is Nigeria. Nigeria is so careless that anything can happen to you. The people that are praising Buhari today, check their lives. All the Igbo governors, I told you, if swear is working, it will never be well with them.
Amen.
I am telling you.
Thank you so much.
If swear is working, it can never be well with them. Thank you, my dear, for giving me this time. Thank you so much. I really appreciate what you're doing.
To have you, but it's just I want to take 1 or 2 more calls before we round up. But thank you so much for sharing that with us. It's great.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you very much. I have another caller. I hope it connects this time. Hello, sir. Hello. Good afternoon, sir. Your name?
My name is Olaolu. Olaolu, I'm calling from England.
Amazing. Good to have you today again, sir. Happy Sunday.
Good afternoon, Pastor.
They call me chief priest of the Temple of Truth. But if I'm pastor to you, sir, I say bless you.
You are pastor to me. Yeah.
Amen. I tell you no.
Yeah. Thank you very much for
You're so welcome, sir. Yeah.
Fantastic job you are doing.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah. I wanted to talk about Buhari son's wedding first.
Please.
You know, Buhari. What happened there is this: the reason why people. You said everything well and you analyzed everything well. The reason why majority of Nigerians doesn't understand this is that, like two previous scholars said something again. They said, we are conquered people. Yeah, we are conquered people. The reason why is this: the educational system is being destroyed. And if you wanted to enslave, your fellow citizens, the first thing you will need to do is that you will destroy the educational system and its mechanisms. Once you do that, it's very easy for you to enslave the others. And that is what is happening in Nigeria. The Nigerian peoples are conquered people.
And it is our mind, sir.
Alive.
Sir, it is our
That's
mind.
Right.
You know, when you are young.
Oh, yes, because... Yes, because the way we define education in Nigeria or in Africa is very wrong. Okay? Education, the definition of education sector is a reproduction sector.
That's right.
Okay? Education is a reproduction sector. Anything you want in life, education gives you. When you are talking about education to a Nigerian, they think a doctor, teacher, professor. No, not only that. Barber, teacher, bricklayer, mechanic, civil engineer,
all manner
teachers,
of skills.
hairdressers. All those things are educations. Maiyegun, let me give you a very good example of education.
Please.
Now, yes. Now you are a barber. I know you are a very good barber. And I come to you. I say, Maiyegun, can you teach me how to barb, to become a barber? And you said to me, because of my level of education, it's going to take me about 5 weeks or 6 months. Okay? Now that's an education. Okay? Now, and if you now go to real education, the formal education we are talking about, there are three types of the education is divided into three. Right. Okay? You have the engineering, the science, and the social sciences. Okay? Now, in Africa, in Nigeria, we have the capacity to produce more than enough social sciences. Okay? Because when we are in a primary school, when we are in secondary school, they teach us the definitions of social sciences, which means the study of human behavior within a certain environment. And I will give you a very good example now. That's why you see some people, they will steal money from NNPC. They will say they are sending their kids to England or America to go and study law. Okay? That is wasting of money. Because if you have problem in Nigeria, if the richest man in America have problem in Nigeria, he will need to hire the attorney in Nigeria.
He will use Nigerian law.
He will use Nigerian law. So it will take a very stupid man now say, you stole government money. You are now sending that money to Surrey University, Oxford University, Abba University to go and study what? We are mad people in Africa. Okay? And that is why you see now, we are in a very difficult situation now because our problem is very complex because they've already destroyed the educational system and its mechanism. Thank you, Maiyegun.
Thank you so much, sir. I love the fact that you took us through that journey there, which is great. Yes. In addition to what I have said as well. So thank you and God bless you, sir. I hope to hear from you again. You have a good one. So I have another caller. And we are going to be rounding up soon. Anyway, sorry if I don't get your call, but hello.
So I have another caller.
You are going to need to listen to your phone, not the broadcast, please, in order to manage your time, please. Hello there, can you hear me?
Hello. Yeah, I can hear you, Maiyegun.
Oh, fantastic! Your name, sir?
How are you?
I'm very well.
It's Tunde. This is Tunde from South Africa.
Tunde, how are you today? I can actually picture your. You know what? Hearing your voice, I can picture your face. I'm like looking at my camera right now. I feel like I'm just looking at you, right?
Exactly.
It's so kind of like.
You're my pastor. You don't need to say I'm connected. Honestly, you don't need to speak in tongues. You're my pastor.
Bless you,
Baba. Speaking wisdom.
Bless you.
You're speaking knowledge.
Your week is blessed, bro. So, just go and make wonder.
Amen.
Yeah. Go and make wonder. Baba. This week.
Amen.
Work hard.
Amen.
Work smart.
Amen. Yes.
And excel.
Yes.
Amen.
Exactly.
You believe, Baba. Honestly, you will give testimony next time we talk. Don't worry. Your faith will heal you.
I will.
But make sure you walk.
I believe.
You have to walk.
Yes, as long as I'm working. I'm working hard.
Bless
I'm working
you.
smart.
Now you're alive.
Honestly, the previous caller has said it all. Honestly. Remember, there was a day I spoke about this thing now.
You did.
Like, the way we classify education in Nigeria is one of our problems as well. Honestly. The way we are. I mean, in South Africa, when you work with white people here in South Africa, these people, they will just, when their kids are out of the, like, high school, they take them to training. They took over a big company here. I mean, the way we just classify education, I don't understand.
Now, how to read and write and speak grammar, brother. That's what we go to school for, mostly in Nigeria. Just read and write. Okay, if it's not, Tunde, sorry to take part of your time, right? See, we have people that will tell you,
They call themselves Nigerian League of Civil Engineers. But now Chinese, they build our bridges. Chinese, Pakistani coming to build our roads, right? Even ordinary drainage, they have to bring people from somewhere to come and do it. They prefer to carry that certificate of engineer, NSC, SSR, blah, 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 but he's a consultant to a German company. He's a consultant to a Chinko company. He can't even stand up and build any homegrown infrastructure that they can say this is Nigeria grown. But they're everywhere with certificates. No be so?
Imagine. I mean, this we lack all these pieces of education, all these pieces of information. That is why we are here today. I don't know, maybe we purposely do that, or maybe we're like built to do it, or that's the direction they want us to see. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, we've gone wrong in everything. To be honest, in everything we've gone wrong. Seriously, in everything. And you know, I keep saying, I used to say, there's mental issue in Nigeria, but some people don't believe me. Abba,
I believe you. I believe you. A minister.
Mental health is worrying a lot of people. Mental health is worrying a lot of people. I'm telling you. Even those people that you think they are very rich, mental health is worrying them. I'm telling you the truth. They are going, honestly, because the way some people will be reasoning, you'll be like surprised. What is this coming out of this person's mouth? Like, seriously, how can this person think like this? I mean, it's the way we've been programmed. So
thank you.
That's just it.
Thank you. God bless you today. All right. It's actually
God bless you.
Amen.
God bless you, Maiyegun.
Amen.
Honestly, I've been enjoying.
You can see I'm smiling if you're looking at your screen, and I can tell you are smiling too. Yeah. Well, have a good one, bro. All the best.
Are you too?
Cheers, man.
Happy Sunday. Take care.
Yeah. So I have another caller, by the way. Hello there.
Yeah, hello. This is Olu from Denver, Colorado.
Oh, Olu from Denver. How are you today, sir?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm a first-time caller as well.
I can tell, and it's good to hear from you.
Yeah,
you're live.
Thank you for all. Thank you for all you do and all your analysis. Yeah. So I would just really want to say this. You guys, you're talking about education in Nigeria, and I feel is something we really need to talk about. You know, I'm still coding my name. You know, I came out with a third class from University of Lagos.
Lovely.
And in my mind, I have no opportunity to become who I want to become. But when I came to the US, luckily I won the visa lottery.
Amazing.
And I have an uncle, and he said, "Okay, what do you want to do?" I said, "Well, I have a business that I do in Nigeria into IT, all those things." And I said, "I want to go to school." And what he told me, said, "I would advise you that you should do a certification if you're going to do IT." And believe you me, all I did was to watch YouTube. All I did was to watch YouTube. And now, I'll be working in my current company as an IT professional. I'm a middleware engineer.
Wow.
All I did was to watch YouTube. And when I was doing my interview, I did close to like 20 interviews. I did close to, and the reason why I did close to 20 interviews because I did not know the technical terms. So what I did was to record every of my interview and go back and see, what I missed there, what I missed.
Out there, yeah.
And at the end of the day, I got the job. It's funniest thing is I said I read economics, and when my manager was talking to me, he said, "Oh, okay, they love me to do this," and it's not that I'm bragging. I earn over 160.
Wow.
A year. Yes. I don't have a certification.
Well, let's say you never have to use the third class certificate anyway, but you went on to get an extra skill that eventually got you there.
Yes. So what I'm even saying is, up to date, I don't have a certification. What I'm doing now, I don't have a certification based on what I'm doing. All
you
they need
acquired the
was
skill. Do you not?
Do I know it or not? If I was still in Nigeria, somebody that even have a first class that does computer science, whatever, will be nothing. I have a junior brother that read the computer science. He works in a government company and he's just there. All his talent was just with, and I told him, I said, I wish by the grace of God one day you come here and you get to know that your talent is, it's just so annoying that when I see somebody said you have a first class, I said, wow. I said there's a reason why I need to be. There's a reason why I'm in the US just to open so many people. Because so many people think if I was based on the fact that I had a third class, I have no future in Nigeria. That's just the truth.
It will just be so tough. I know. When they are telling people in Nigeria that if you go to to a polytechnic or whatever they call it, right, you can't be compared to somebody who went to a university. Here in the UK, I went for a training which has to do with customer service and all of that. A very good one, right? And I actually came out so well to the point that I'm working for a company that is the biggest media company in the entire Europe today, right? And I know that didn't take me much than 6 weeks training as well. So I understand where you're coming from. Yeah, but thank you so much, Ulu. Thank you very much for calling in today, okay? Let me take one more call and we can call it a day to everyone who has contributed on the call today. So thank you very much. You will be my last caller this afternoon. Your name, sir, Omar.
Hello. Yeah, good evening, Maiyegun. It's Joseph calling from Indonesia.
Oh, Joseph. How are you today? It's evening in Indonesia right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's class.
I did not want to call today, but the education topic got me interested to call. Like, everyone is just hitting the nail at the head. You see education in Nigeria or Africa at large, we are getting it wrong, because if you pay attention to what is going on in the West now, people are dropping out of college. Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook is a college dropout. People are dropping out of college because what college universities are teaching you, they are not teaching you what you should know. They are teaching you. They are like programming,
like indoctrinating us. It's like a same thing. Yes. Like all of you, like army, you get this same training. You go, another set come, they get the same thing. They go, but the real world out there is different.
It's different. It's totally different. The last caller that was my story is similar to the last caller.
Wow, share it with us.
I'm a developer. I'm a software developer.
Class.
I did not study. Computer science in school. Through online courses, I learned through online courses. There's one platform, Skillshare. I learned online course, and before I left Nigeria, I worked at one computer place in Benin before, but not as a programmer or whatever. Just selling stuff like that in the shop.
Right.
So when I left Nigeria years ago, when you leave Nigeria, you have more access to internet. So you want to learn what you can do with that internet. That was when I got more interest into like, what can I do more with this internet? Then I started researching. I started seeing like things like you can start YouTube, you can start blogging, you can things like that. So that was when I got interested about computer science, and I started researching on my own, watching YouTube videos. Then I was able to have some money. Then I paid for the online course. I learned it myself without going to school or whatever. Now I work with one of the biggest retail shopping district in Indonesia. I wouldn't want to mention.
Don't mention. No, you don't have to.
Yeah, I work with them now. Without even the resume I work, even the resume I presented it that I studied online course, and they accepted it. They accepted it. I did not put that. I thought that
you don't have to lie. Yeah, you don't have to lie in that CV. Yeah,
because the word now. They don't even care about your results. Don't be showing a first class degree or a whatever. What do you have in you? That's what people want to see. If you can prove it, that's all. That's all. In Nigeria, if you not go to school, it's like your life is over.
Thank you so much,
that's
Joseph.
Why you see No problem. Thank you very much, Maiyegun. Thank you for what you are doing.
God bless you for calling in tonight. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, to everyone who has been part of this conversation tonight, I want to say thank you to you all. Okay, my friends on YouTube, thank you. My friends on Facebook, thank you. I know we don't get a notification on Facebook. Okay, some of you will just stumble on it. Hey, Maiyegun is live. I know. Now, Facebook, they do that. I don't know if there are other pages on Facebook. I think I'm the only page on Facebook that instead of getting new people to join, I'm actually shedding off people. Facebook will just wake up more money, take 200, take 50, take 100, for the past 1 year now. And I'm waiting for the time they will probably take everybody off and it will be 0. But until then, if you see my video, join. And if you don't want to miss any of my broadcast, go onto my YouTube channel and subscribe on that. It is same thing as you're watching it on Facebook. You don't want to miss it. Subscribe, set your notification on, and I'm going to see you some other time. We're all going to be following the story of Gloria. It's a very sad one, but we being the victims and those who have been the victims and those who haven't been the victims yet indirectly, Nigeria's situation is turn by turn Nigeria Limited, okay? They have democratized injustice in that place. You will get served differently. It doesn't matter, even if they don't kidnap you and call you a criminal, tag you and extort your family, bankrupt your family because they can do that and nobody can question them, right? If they don't do that, something even like worse, I don't even think anything is worse than that. But anything can happen. That's how bad Nigeria has become now. And it's unfortunate that when you come under any of such abuse and what have you, you will think, I'm going to call the police. You will be too naive to think you have a police to call, when the police are actually those doing the same dehumanization. So what do you call next? You call yourselves and put an end to it. That's the journey that everybody is going to still tread, okay? Until then, I'm going to say thank you for your time. I'm going to see you some other time, okay? Good afternoon.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ìpẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ìgòmìnà kówó jẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí fa. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé. súnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé